go. Monday NBA action. This is Across the Board with Jeff Grant here at SBRforum.com. Non-conference play. Two teams, if the season ended today, would be part of the field of 16 that would take part in the 2013 NBA playoffs. I'm talking about the Golden State Warriors hosting the New York Knicks at Oracle Arena in the Bay Area of Northern California. And no line in the betting market right now. A lot of that has to do with injuries to two key players. One, Carmelo Anthony for the New York Knicks. The other, David Lee for the Golden State Warriors. Definitely monitor the number when it gets released later this morning as I shoot this video early on in the city of Las Vegas. 3-1 their last 4 games, the Knicks. All 4 of those games taking place without Carmelo Anthony on the floor. Of course, he's listed as questionable with the knee injury. Coming off a 113-84 victory over the Utah Jazz as 5.5-point home favorites last Saturday. The team figures to be very cautious with Anthony right here. They are very much entrenched probably in the Eastern Conference playoff field, especially with Amari Stoudemire now going out for 6 weeks with the knee injury himself. They don't want to rush back their star player, and of course, Carmelo wants to be on the floor on Wednesday night when the Knicks travel again to play his former team, the Denver Nuggets. They haven't won a season series against the Warriors since the 2001 season. Of course, they picked up a 109-105 victory in one of the better games this year as 7.5-point home favorites against the Warriors. That a primetime contest on national TV. Anthony scored 35 points while Stoudemire contributed 14. And really the key player in that game was Tyson Chandler, the center for New York, 16 points and a season-high 28 rebounds. Of course, he really just dominated the paint area without Lee in that game. Lee was suspended for 1 game for an altercation that happened when the Warriors took on the Pacers. That was the first game of a back-to-back for the Warriors, and then they went on to Madison Square Garden and lost that game by 4 points to the Knicks. Golden State not playing their best basketball of the season, 4-6 their last 10 games. That includes a 103-93 setback to the Milwaukee Bucks as 2.5-point home favorites. That happening last Saturday. They won the first 2 games of this homestand, and they've lost the last 2. Lee didn't play in that one. He is listed as probable now with the right knee contusion. He has a much better chance to play than Carmelo Anthony. 20-9 straight up at home this year, 8-3 versus Eastern Conference opponents, the Warriors. And point guard Stephen Curry was really the key player in the Warriors' 4-point loss to the Knicks. Unbelievable performance. Scored an NBA high 54 points, knocking down 11 3-point shots. But the Warriors were unable to beat the Knicks in that spot. 15-5 the last 20 meetings in the series. The Warriors over the Knicks. 9-1 the last 10 meetings when hosting the Knicks in the Bay Area. Golden State, from a sports betting trend perspective, like I said, not playing their best basketball this season, and especially not against teams that they're going to probably face during the NBA playoffs. 1-10 straight up and 2-9 against the spread versus teams with a winning record since the second half of the season began. Of course, 82 games in the season, so basically from game 42 out. So they've played a lot of teams with a 500 or better record since that span. I've established the Golden State Warriors as 2.5-point home favorites with Carmelo Anthony not playing in this game. So what that means, if Anthony is officially listed out, you would play the Warriors as 2-point home favorites or less in the betting market, or you take the Knicks as a 3-point road underdog or higher. And of course, that is without Carmelo Anthony playing in this game. This has been another edition of Across the Board with Jeff Grant here at SBRforum.com. And for any further information about this game or any other on a quality NBA board, follow me on Twitter at Jeff Grant Sports. Cut.